What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Your boy back again, bringing you some more Dragon Ball Fighters online. Well, I was going to say online matches today, alright? But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So for those of you guys who don't know and watching this on YouTube, from the title of this video, you guys are going to know that usually I come on here and I do some online matches, whether it be ranked, whether it be whether it be casuals, whether it be a ring match. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Excuse me, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. All right, now usually this is one of those videos where I just like to sit down and just talk, okay? Because the patch that came out, all right, the patch that came out this past week. So at the time of this recording, it is, I think, the 3rd, right? Today's what, the 3rd? Yeah, so at the time of this recording, today's the 3rd. The patch came out this past Wednesday for fighters. And man, do I have a lot to say about this patch. I really do. Also, which before I move further, this video will also be streamed live on Twitch. So for those of you watching on YouTube, if you guys have not followed me on Twitch yet, make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch. A link will be in the description below. All right, actually I'll link all my link in the descriptions below. So for those of you guys watching on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that link button and follow your boy. Greatly appreciated. As well as this is being streamed on live for the first time on EME. So for those of you guys who don't know, EME, I don't know what, I'm not going to say what it stands for because, you know, this video is not promoted or anything. I mean, if I would tell you if, you know, they would sponsor the video, but this video is not sponsored. So I'm just going to say in short form, it's being streamed live for the first time on EME. All right. Now with that being said, I don't know if you can hear my mic check. Yeah, I think I can. Let me just turn the volume here. Okay. Yeah, so with that being said, the patch for Dragon Ball Fighters came out this past week. Now, I don't know how I feel about this patch, but I will say this, right? Out of the 43, 44 characters, there were characters that got well-deserved buffs. There were characters that got nerfs. And all in all, it was to improve the game and make it better. Had I played on now this, and keep in mind, before I started recording, I was playing on this new patch, and it doesn't really feel anything different. There's not really much of a difference. Just, I don't know, maybe it's just because I push way too much buttons on the controller, but I don't know. For me, I think it's not the patch. I mean, even though there is a patch, for me, when I play on it, it's not really much of a difference. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the characters that were big winners in this match, or in this patch. I'm not going to go through every single patch, or I'm not going to go through every single character in this patch that got buffs or nerfs. If you guys want to look through the patch notes, I'm going to put a link in the description I'm going to put a link in the description below if I remember. So click on the link, make sure you guys go check it out. All right, and this is for all you guys watching on YouTube. So if you guys want the link, when I upload this video, I'll be sure to send a link in the description below. Make sure y'all go check it out. Read the patch notes for yourself. Make sure, you know, just have a look. Like, did your characters get nerfed or did your characters get buffed? Are you happy with what they did with your main characters? I'm okay with what they did, right? Like I remember the first thing when the patch notes first came out. When the patch notes first came out, the first thing I decided to do was look at the characters that I play. Rose, Bardock, 21, you know, Gogeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, S Broly, Z Broly. Like, these are all the characters that I that I mained. So I'm like, you know what? Let's have a look and see what's new. Some characters not so much. Some characters, you know, they didn't really buff as much. Some characters they did a few tweaks. Again, I'm not gonna go through everything. Let's talk about the big winners, right? The big winners for this patch was number one at the top of the list. Well, at the top two, I should say, the top two in that list, Vegito and Lab Coat. Now, even though they got nerfed, okay, like if you look at Vegito, his 5M, it's not 29 frames anymore. I think before his 5M was 25 frames, and it reached literally halfway across the screen. Now, if you look at his 5Ms, that's a minus 34 frame advantage. It used to be a 29 frame advantage. Now it's a minus 34 frame advantage with the 26 attack startup. And I think that attack startup used to be more, if I recall. Like when his 5M was, that 5M, let's put it this way, that Vegito's 5M, that was pretty stupid, right? That was a stupid 5M that they gave him. Was I disappointed that they nerfed that 5M? Yeah, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, right? Like I'll be lying to you if I said I wasn't, right? But this 5M right here, if you look at it, it's still pretty deadly. And if I'm gonna, let me just switch to the on screen here. That 5M here is still pretty deadly. It's balanced now, but again, you got a 34 frame advantage, and then you got a 26 frame advantage, 26 attack startup, minus 34 frame advantage. That used to be, I think the frame advantage used to be 29 frames, which, if I recall, which was pretty stupid. It had quite the reach for that. So, but you know what? Like the reason why I say he's still a top tier character is because he still has all this. They buffed all this. His spirit sword. They did some other, you know, implementations on him, which still makes him a top tier character, right? They didn't really toned him down. Well, they did tone him down, but they didn't really tone him down to the point where he's completely nerfed, right? You look at Labo 21. Let me bring her in right now. Labo 21. The reason why I say Labo 21 is still, you know, the top is still top tier. Is, you know, she still has. She's not toned down all the way. Like she's not completely nerfed. They just toned her down to make her more balanced and more fair. Now, the question is she still going to be? Is she still going to be banned within tournaments? Who knows? Because I know she was banned at CEO. Combo Breaker was very reluctant. Actually, Combo Breaker was very reliant, and they said, "Hey, you know what? We hear your concerns about Labo 21. We understand how strong this character is, but you know what? We're not gonna ban her. We're gonna let her rock. We're gonna let her rock." And because of that, there was a whole lot of Labo 21 players out there. Like I remember, I was watching the tournament. I was watching this on their live on their Twitch and on their YouTube channel. The amount of Labo 21 players out there that entered, the amount of players that entered the gameplay, the tournament with Labo 21, completely stupid. She was the most played. I think she was the most played at Combo Breaker because she was not banned. But I know Bum, for those of you who don't know Bum, 619, he's in New York. He's the guy that hosts the weekly tournaments for fighters, Guilty Gear, KOF, DNF, Duel. I don't know if he still does. Maybe I don't know if he still does because I haven't seen him he hasn't been on lately, but so I don't know if he still is having those tournaments. Maybe he's taking a break, who knows. But I remember before the patch came out, he had Labco 21 banned. It was, well, in the beginning when she first came out, she was not banned at Bum's tournament, and then, you know, as time progressed down the road, we slowly started to realize, you know, shit, like this character is a fucking strong character, let's ban her. And ever since then she's been banned. And I don't know now with the patch out, I don't know I don't know if, you know, she's going to be playable in tournaments again, like if she will be allowed to be played in tournaments again, because she is such a ridiculous character. And by ridiculous I mean, you know, like a hell of a strong character, right? So that's why she was, you know, she's still in my IMO a top tier character, along with Vegito, along with Z Broly. You know, with Z Broly they only time will tell. They nerfed, I think they gave him like 2 small nerfs, and then they overbuffed him again and again and again, and then it's like Bandai just loves Z Broly. You know, they gave him so much buffs to the point where, you know, his EX air grab is now full screen. Like before, it's not. It went like a quarter way through the screen, and now it's just full screen. It just went full screen, and so it's like, I'm gonna have fun with this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually gonna have fun with this. Hold on, let me just close this here. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. Now, so with Labco 21, now the reason why we got this patch was because of Labco 21 and just how strong of a character she was. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that I find real funny, right? Before, y'all wanted this patch, right? Not me, right? I never wanted this patch. I was fine with the previous patch. But with how strong Android 21 was, you guys were the one that, you know, you guys, the players, the Dragon Ball Fighters community, were the ones that voiced out their opinions. Like, hey, you know what? Give us a patch. Nerf 21. Nerf Labco 21. You know, and y'all weren't happy. And so because of her, Arxis and Bandai gave us the patch. And even after they gave us the patch, I look at the Twitter comments and some of y'all are still not happy. And that goes back to my previous video, and what I said was, you can't please everybody, right? And I knew from the beginning, whether they give a patch or not for Labco 21, they give a patch or not for Labco 21, there are people that are going to be happy about it, and there are people that are not going to be happy about it. The reason why people are not happy about it is because of her debuff. Now, for those of you who don't know, before, okay, you can combo into the debuff. Before you can combo into the debuff. Right? Before you can combo into that debuff, you can do the stomp into the debuff. Now you can't do that anymore. That's going to whiff. They took that out. Okay? Fine. Great. Splendid. Alright? Am I happy about it? Am I thrilled about it? No. But are other people thrilled about it? Sure. Whatever. The main point that people are not happy about is when she hits her debuff. Okay? That's a permanent debuff. So when she hits her debuff on you, she nerfs your damage by 21%. And that's permanent throughout the whole match. And I think that's what people are more pissed off about, because, you know, of this debuff that lasts 21% throughout the entire match. Like, even if you were to get rid of Labco 21, you're still going to have your minus 21% damage debuff. Like, you're still going to be doing 21% less damage, right? And that's what people are really, really pissed off about, is the fact that, you know what, like, we asked, you know, to do some changes on her debuff where, you know, the 21%, the minus 21% debuff is not permanent, but apparently they kept that. I'll take it, right? I'm not complaining. I'll take it, right? But I think that's the main, my point being is that's the main thing that people are pissed off about, is because of this 21% debuff. They did not really fix that. The only thing they fixed about the debuff is that you cannot combo into the debuff anymore after the 22S, or sorry, not 22S, 22M slash 22H slash 22L, right? Which is her stomp, and which reminds me, her stomp, they nerfed that too. I don't know why, but they did. Am I thrilled about it? No, but it is what it is, right? It's whatever, right? So that I think that's why, you know, people are still pissed off about this patch, is because her debuff is not completely fixed in some people, in the opinions of some people. Also with Gogeta, I think Gogeta Blue and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta got massive buffs as well, and I think people were pissed off about that as well. They're like, I remember reading this one comment on Twitter. They're like, oh yeah, you balance Vegeto's 5M, but then you buff up, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Gogeta Blue. I'm sorry, okay, last time I checked, y'all were more focused on voicing out, oh, buff Vegeto's, nerf Vegeto's 5M, nerf Vegeto's 5M. All right, y'all never said anything about, you know, nerf Gogeta, right? So it's like, okay, you guys never said anything about nerfing Gogeta, so we're just gonna take that buff, we're gonna put it in Gogeta. There you go, there you have it. All right, like y'all never said anything about nerfing Gogeta. All right, the majority of the fighters community all wanted the Vegito nerfed, especially that 5M. Right? They never said, oh yeah, nerf Gogeta's 2M starter, nerf Gogeta's auto combo starter, you know, nerf the fusions, right? Like if you said nerf the fusions, or if you guys said something like, you know, nerf Vegito and Gogeta, then that'll be a different story. But 90% of the fighters community all wanted Vegito nerfed. Y'all were so focused on getting Vegito nerfed that when he finally gets his 5M nerfed and you know, they give extra buffs to Gogeta, y'all not happy, right? And it's like, okay, well, and that goes back to me saying, okay, you have a patch you guys asked for a patch. Well, the entire fighters community asked for a patch because they weren't happy with some of the aspects that were going on within the game, and then you get a patch with a balanced character update, and some of y'all are still not happy. And it's like, sheesh, man. Like there's no pleasing in some people, man. Like there really isn't. But anyways, I think overall time will tell what characters will be good, what characters will be so, what characters will be on the bottom tier. Right now, Labo 21, Vegito, they're at the top. Z Broly, right at the top there. Yamcha got massive buffs, right at the top. S Broly, his level 1, his mid-air level 1, got a 15% damage increase, which is insane because it used to be 5%. Now it's a 15% damage increase, which is insane. So he's going to be pretty, and I think they sped up his 6S as well. So he's going to be a force to reckon with. S Broly. Maybe I might jump back into S Broly. Who knows? One of the things that really pissed me off about this patch was this. Was Android 21. Not Labo 21, Majin 21. Okay? And the reason for that being is because if you were to go The reason for that being is if you do before the patch, if you do her ground level 3, and then after the ground level 3, you can do that Orki. Now they don't have that anymore. Now you can even IAD into her Orki, right? But they sped up the delay time sorry, not sped up. They delayed that recovery time for her ground level 3 so much to the point now where you can't even do an Orki. She doesn't have an Orki anymore, which pisses me off. And for me as an Android 21 player, like I really don't use the Orki. Like I really don't use her level 3 Orki mix. But you know, as a 21 player, it still hurts when they take that out. Like it's a 15. Hold on. I believe it's a 15 frame advantage. Yeah, it's a 15 frame advantage, 14 attack frame startup. Now, if I were to do her level 3, I don't know what the frame advantage was before, but now it's an 18 frame advantage, 19 frame attack startup. I think it used to be 32 frame advantage, and then they really toned it down to 18 frames, which is insane. But here's what happens when you try to go for level 3 Orki. Let me just try this. This is now punishable. This is, see, you see that? That's now punishable. I don't know if you guys can see it on EME, but that is now punishable. So if I were to do the level 3 Orki, right? You can't really do it because. Hold on, let me just try it again. You see that? You can't even do the level 3. Okay, so if I just do. That can easily be punishable by wake up 2H. Oh wait, I missed it. Hold on, let me try it again. Let me try it again. You see that? So that is punishable by. That is punishable by 2H. Like you can't really. There's no Orki for that anymore. I'm so mad about it. Like, I'm literally like just so mad about it. I know Big Chap Alien on Twitter said something about that, and he was pretty furious about that too. And I'm just like, I replied and I said, bro, you know what? When they took out that Orki, when they took out that level 3 Orki, I wanted to cry. Like, not gonna lie, but I wanted to cry. Okay, she doesn't even get a safe jump. She doesn't even get a fucking safe jump. At least give her a safe jump. And you know what the funny thing is? I know Cool Kid on Twitter. Cool Kid tweeted how they also nerfed Gotenks' Ghost Orki. And I replied to him, and I said, hey man, at least you still have Orki. At least your character, Gotenks, still has Orki. My character doesn't have Orki anymore. The only waifu that I play in fighters does not have Orki anymore. So I told him, I said, you should be grateful that you still have Ghost Orki. Unlike Majin21, who doesn't even have Orki, not to mention, she doesn't even get a safe jump. That's the shit that pisses me off. She doesn't even get a safe jump. Y'all hate her that much? Bandai actually went and said, hey, we're not only going to take away her Orki, but we're also going to take away her save jump. Like, Bandai actually hates her that much to not even give her a save jump. At least give her a save jump, for goodness sake. But now, it's like, this shit is punishable now. I can't, you can't even IAD into a JH. You can't even IAD into it. Like, you can't even IAD into it, which really sucks, man. Like, but you know what? The thing is, is she still top tier? Yeah, she is, but it's just without her level 3 Orki, I think her level 3 is like the bottom tier level 3 now. Like, it's not as good as it once was when she had her level 3 Orki mix, and she doesn't have her level 3 Orki mix anymore, which sucks. You know, like, how is it that they keep how is it that they keep Android 21, no, sorry, how is it that they keep Gotenks, his Ghost Orki, how is it that they're able to keep his Gotenks, his Ghost Orki for Gotenks, but they take away her, but for 21, they take it away completely? Like, I'm sorry, that's just androidism, man. That's just friggin' androidism. Like, y'all hate her that much to not even give her a safe jump? SMH, really. Even look at even you look at Labo 21, right? Labo 21, when she first came out, she was so stupid powerful. Everybody was playing her. You know who was the character before that? UI Goku. When UI Goku first came to fighters, he was so stupid powerful. But the funny thing is, they did not ban him at tournaments. They said, oh, you know what? Let him rock. No one even thought about banning this guy. Like, when UI Goku first came out, no one even thought about banning this dude. Like, no one even thought about banning this character at tournaments. And everybody was, at that time, everybody was playing him. Like, you look at the World Tour, you look at CEO, you look at Combo Breaker, you look at Evo, everybody was playing them. Every tournament that he has, even Bum's tournament. Even Bum's tournament that he had at in New York. Everybody at that time, everybody was playing. Even Bum's for Bum's birthday bash and for Bum's heat wave that he has every year in July. That time, everybody was playing UI Goku. So why is it? My question is, why is it that they don't ban UI Goku, right? Like, when UI Goku first came out, he was just as strong as when Labo 21 first came out. Why did they not ban him from tournaments when UI Goku first came out? But when Labo 21 comes out and is just as powerful as UI Goku was when he first came out, suddenly everybody has a problem. Tournaments are banning her. You know, everybody's saying let's have her banned at this tournament. Let's have her banned. You know what it is? That's androidism. Okay? Is it because she's an android and he's a Saiyan? Like, what? Like, really? Like, y'all hate her that much, right? Y'all hate her that much to ban her. But you know what? I think with this change, hopefully, or should I say hopefully, with this change, right? Hopefully with this change, let's just, fingers crossed, that they don't ban her from these tournaments, right? Because I think she does, like, let her rock. She, like, let people play her, right? I'm not the best Labo 21 player, but for me, I would say just let her rock and let her play, all right? Let people play her. Also, big winners in this patch were Hit, and I think Yamcha and Janemba. So if y'all are hit players and if y'all are Janemba players, you guys actually won big. So I think hit more specifically, I think they made him more faster. They didn't really buff him, they just made him more faster. I want to try those. I think there's, okay, hold on, 1 2 3. I want to try the new Janemba corner loop. I want to try the new hit corner loop with hit, and I want to try the the new corner loop with Piccolo. I have the notation. Well, there was a girl that on Twitter that actually did it. I asked her for the notation. She actually sent me the notation, so I just gotta, work on that. But anyways, yeah, that's basically the patch, right? So we'll see where it goes. All right, the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour is coming up. So with this new patch, we're gonna see how it goes at Evo, how it goes at the World Tour, and yeah, we'll see how people. Only time will tell. Like at this point, only time will tell, and to see how people are enjoying it, how people are hating it. But YouTube section, what do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy it? Are you guys enjoying the patch? Do you guys not like it? Are you guys okay with it? You guys just like, hey, it's whatever? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video. Cheers.